A eater. Ain't no way. 3 years ago, they've been together for 5 years. That's that same tat.
Gets ready to make you a great woman. You'll know he's gonna make you great by how you suffer.
You know, and I'm not going to say nothing against the young lady. She might be a nice young lady. Obviously, I have issues with it because I believe black men should be married to black women, and this looks like it's going to be another tragic tale of another multi-million-dollar black athlete who sooner or later is going to get divorced.
Every love story has a beginning, and for Travis Hunter and Leanna Lenee, it all started online. Back when Travis was just beginning to make waves in the football world, and Leanna was still a college student finding her path, the two connected through Instagram. It wasn't overnight love, but the spark was definitely there. By February 2022, they officially started dating, and once they did, they never looked back. While Travis was grinding on the field, quickly rising to stardom as a football phenom, Leanna was building her own name. She was attending Kennesaw State University, working hard to earn her degree and growing her online presence. Confident, poised, and unapologetically herself, Leanna attracted a loyal following who loved her energy, her beauty, and her focus on faith. She wasn't just someone's girlfriend. She was building a brand, one post at a time. Together, they were unstoppable. They launched a joint YouTube channel, shared glimpses into their personal life, and became couple goals for thousands online. From game day selfies to spiritual messages, the world got used to seeing them together and, more importantly, rooting for them. Fast forward to February 2024. That's when Travis decided to make it forever. He proposed to Leanna in a romantic, well-planned moment that had fans swooning. The video quickly spread across platforms, and the comments were flooded with messages like, "Finally," and power couple vibes. But the best was still to come. In May 2025, just 1 year after the proposal, they tied the knot in a lavish wedding ceremony held in Tennessee. It wasn't your average celebration. This was a full-blown luxury event. The guest list was stacked, the decor was stunning, and Leanna wore a white mermaid-style dress that lit up social media. It was elegant, emotional, and deeply personal. Everything a dream wedding should be. The love was real. The support was strong. And just when people thought it couldn't get more perfect, Travis surprised Leanna with a jaw-dropping wedding gift, a Bribus AMG G63, custom and luxurious, symbolizing not just love, but legacy. They were young, rich, in love, and fully in the spotlight. From college sweethearts to social media icons, it felt like nothing could go wrong. But sometimes, what we see online doesn't always tell the whole story. After their picture-perfect wedding in May 2025, Travis and Leanna stepped into married life with serious style. But this wasn't just any newlywed phase. This was luxury on a whole new level. As a wedding gift, Travis surprised Leanna with a Mercedes-Benz AMG G63 Bribus 800, a custom luxury SUV worth over $400,000. It wasn't just a flex. It was a statement. Fans were blown away, and the moment went viral instantly. People couldn't stop talking about the car, the gift, the vibe. The internet was in awe, and the couple looked like they were living the dream. And the spending didn't stop there. Just weeks after the wedding, reports came out that Travis and Leanna had purchased a massive 13-bedroom mansion in Jacksonville, Florida, worth over $3 million. That's right, 13 bedrooms. For a young couple in their early 20s, it felt wild, bold, and over the top, but it also matched their energy, young, successful, and unapologetically proud of how far they'd come. Online, they kept posting like nothing had changed, still smiling, and still in sync, still #goals. From intimate vlogs to Bible quotes and relationship advice, everything seemed perfect. Travis was beginning his NFL journey with the Jacksonville Jaguars, while Leanna was slowly becoming more than just a football wife. She was branding herself as a motivational figure, a faith-centered influencer with style and substance. They had the car, the house, the fame, and most importantly, each other. But while the outside looked flawless, behind the scenes, subtle cracks were already starting to form. At first, everything looked perfect. Travis was gearing up for his NFL debut. Leanna was glowing in her new role as a wife, and their social media presence was stronger than ever. But it didn't take long for the vibe to shift, and fans started noticing. The first major red flag came during the 2024 Heisman Trophy ceremony. Travis was in the spotlight, one of the biggest nights of his college career. But viewers pointed out that Leanna seemed distant, even cold. While everyone expected a proud, emotional partner moment, Leanna's reaction was subdued. People flooded the comments with questions. Why does she look annoyed? She doesn't even seem happy for him. Clips from the ceremony were reposted over and over, sparking a wave of backlash. Suddenly, fans weren't celebrating the couple. They were speculating. Rumors started flying about Leanna's attitude, her intentions, and whether the relationship was really as solid as it looked. In the weeks that followed, things only got messier. Fans began pulling up old TikToks, analyzing Leanna's behavior in past videos, even calling out moments where she seemed disconnected or uninterested. What was once a supportive fan base was now picking apart every move she made. The pressure got so intense that the couple briefly deactivated their social media accounts, stepping away from the spotlight altogether. For a duo who had built so much of their identity online, that silence was loud, and it made people wonder, was there more going on than they were letting on? It wasn't just a rough patch, it was the beginning of public doubt. From relationship goals to social media controversy, Travis and Leanna were now the center of a drama they never asked for, and it was only the beginning. Just when things were starting to calm down, Leanna did something that poured gasoline on the fire. A photo surfaced online showing a $ tattoo, $ on her ring finger, placed exactly where a traditional wedding band would go, and that was it. That tiny symbol sparked a full-blown internet storm. People immediately jumped to conclusions. Comment sections blew up with messages like, "She's in it for the money. That's not love. That's a paycheck." She literally branded herself as married to the bag. The timing couldn't have been worse. With social media already divided about Leanna's behavior during the Heisman ceremony, this tattoo felt, to critics, like proof that she was more interested in Travis's lifestyle than the man himself. It didn't help that the couple hadn't publicly addressed any of the earlier drama. The silence only made the noise louder. But then came an unexpected defender. Former NFL star Cam Newton. On his podcast, Cam clapped back at the hate. He called out the double standards and urged people to stop tearing down black women in the spotlight. He made it clear, no one on the outside truly knows what's happening behind closed doors. His message was clear, let them live. Still, not everyone agreed. To some, the $ was harmless, a joke, maybe a flex. But to others, it was a symbol of misplaced priorities and a sign that maybe, just maybe, this power couple was more fragile than they appeared. And while all of this played out online, Leanna stayed quiet. No explanation, no post, just that tattoo, sitting right where the world could see it. Just when the internet thought they had Leanna Lenee figured out, she flipped the script. In July 2025, a clip resurfaced, but this wasn't paparazzi footage or another polished vlog. This was raw, emotional, and painfully real. It was a video recorded back in December 2024, just months before her wedding, showing Leanna in tears, her voice shaking, speaking directly to the camera. No filters, no glam, just vulnerability. She admitted that she barely recognized herself back then. She spoke about feeling lost, overwhelmed by outside opinions, and struggling to keep her sense of identity in a world that only saw her as someone's girlfriend or someone chasing a bag. She never named names, but the subtext was clear. The online hate was getting to her, but it wasn't all sadness. In that same video, she talked about finding God again, about reconnecting with her faith and leaning into her spiritual journey. "I let go of people's opinions," she said. "I stopped trying to perform for the world and started living for peace." When the video hit the internet, in 2025, it exploded. Many who had criticized her were now silent. Others started apologizing in the comments. The same fans who once picked her apart were now saying, she didn't deserve that. She's been going through it this whole time, and she wasn't alone. One of the first to publicly support her was WNBA star Angel Reese, who reposted the video with a 5-word message that went viral. "You don't owe them anything." It was short, powerful, and sent a message. Women in the spotlight deserve grace. For the first time in months, people started looking at Leanna differently, not as a villain, not as a gold digger, but as a young woman trying to survive the pressure of fame, love, and public judgment all at once. But even as the tide began to shift, one question remained. If Leanna had been struggling this much behind the scenes, what was really happening in their marriage? By this point, the internet wasn't just gossiping, it was genuinely worried. With the emotional video now circulating, people started reading between the lines. Was Leanna crying over the relationship? Was Travis not the man fans thought he was? Was this whole marriage crumbling before our eyes? Then came the Walmart moment. A photo of Travis and Leanna casually shopping went viral. It should have been a cute, everyday moment, but online, people turned it into something bigger. Comments flooded in. Why is she dressed like that? Why does he look so tired? They don't even seem like they're speaking. To outsiders, it was just a blurry store sighting, but to fans deep in the drama, it was a sign. Something felt off, and then the prenup rumors started. Multiple blogs began claiming the couple might not have signed a prenuptial agreement. Given Travis's massive NFL contract and the recent purchase of a $3 million 13-bedroom mansion, people began speculating whether Travis was protecting himself financially or not at all. Some fans went into full panic mode. He's asking for trouble. She got that Brabus, the house, the tattoo, and maybe no prenup? That man better lawyer up. And with Leanna's emotional state already on display, the narrative started to shift again, but this time toward Travis. Was he being taken advantage of, or was he part of the pressure Leanna had been crying about? With neither of them offering explanations, the internet filled in the blanks with theories, threads, and think pieces. Everyone had an opinion, but no one had facts. Their silence was only making the speculation louder. At this point, all eyes were on them, but Travis Hunter and Leanna Lenee said absolutely nothing. No posts, no clarifications, no interviews, just silence. And that silence spoke volumes. In a world where most influencers rush to clear up drama, their decision to stay quiet felt intentional, maybe even strategic, but it also left fans and critics scrambling to interpret what that silence meant. Was it maturity, choosing peace over public battles, or was it damage control, hiding cracks that were deeper than we knew? Some believe they're simply protecting their peace. Others think they're keeping up appearances while privately navigating something much heavier. Either way, the public is left watching a love story unfold with no narrator, just clues, reactions, and unanswered questions. And maybe that's the real story here. Not the Brabus, not the ring tattoo, not even the viral tears, but the reality that relationships, especially young, high-profile ones, don't come with scripts or filters. They come with pressure, with judgment, with millions of people watching, waiting, assuming. Behind the headlines and hot takes are two people trying to figure it all out in real time, just with a spotlight constantly on them. So what happens next? Do they push through and prove everyone wrong? Or is this the beginning of the end for one of the internet's most watched couples? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, in the age of oversharing, sometimes silence says the most.